in, as I mentioned, both dollars and Canadian and gold.
All right, we're going to break. We're going to break here. I would just add that Treasury auctions are already failing. Most of the new Treasury auctions they have are not being 100% bought by other institutions or governments. The Federal Reserve is coming in and monetizing part of that debt. Correct, Gerald Celente?
That's correct.
Mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
These are going to have to be quick questions and answers from Gerald Celente of Trends Research. We appreciate him joining us. He says, Taratino asked, what happens to the people that owe taxes and are under a payment plan? You know, California admits they raised all their taxes, tax receipts went down. They want to destroy the economy. But what happens to all of these people that are already barely hanging on, that have become bankrupt, that owe all these taxes? What happens to them in the Depression, Gerald?
Well, they won't stop trying to collect your taxes. They'll hound you to your grave. We're going to see revolution in this country. We've written about it before. It's called the Second American Revolution. It's the tax protests and the Tea Parties. And once again, you know, we're not Monday morning quarterbacks. We predicted this as a top trend in 2007, tax revolts. We called it the coalition of the cash strap. So, no, this country is going to be in some very difficult times.
And now it's the Tea Party.
Well, yeah, the Tea Party is the beginning. We've given it an official name, what we see happening next. We're calling it the progressive libertarian. Progressive in terms of things like clean foods and clean water and vitamins.
And local government, local control. Another quick question here. What are your predictions on the UK as a result of the hung parliament, both economically and globally? And what's your prediction for the next countries to go down after Greece, Portugal, and Spain?
The next countries to go down are going to be in Eastern Europe. Ukraine's already out, and so many of the other small ones. Now, the next big hit is going to be the UK. The election in the UK means nothing. It's like electing a Republican or a Democrat. It goes basically in the same direction. They don't have these genius minds that are going to be able to save the day. So it's going to decline terribly. More defaults, more banks going bust, and more calls to bail them out.
And as they get more desperate, the criminals will only steal that much faster to move to their offshore islands as they're now doing. Joe in Milwaukee, quick question for Gerald Celente.
Yes, Wednesday, the Handelsblatt, the German trade newspaper, said that the battle is going to begin against England and America. Because of retaliation, they sold all those shares, and I'll give you the think tank's name. It's called Leap/E2020.
All right, let me get a comment on that. Merkel came out yesterday. In fact, guys, print me that article. I didn't see it in my stack. And called them evil, malevolent bankers are doing this. We've even got the politicians turning against the bankers now, Gerald.
Well, you know, what Merkel's doing is for public consumption because, you know, the Germans don't want to bail out the Greeks or anybody else. But again, it's the beginning of World War III. We're seeing it happen in front of our eyes. This is the way these things unfold. And then when it happens, they're going to say, well, it happened because they assassinated the Archduke Ferdinand. You know, so it's all leading up to that now. The sides are being, the people are getting on the different sides, and the lines are being drawn. Again, the new party, Progressive Libertarian. We're going to see it happen. The country is going to enter into the second revolution.
So a new populist movement. Quickly, Jeff in New York, quick question for Gerald Celente.
Okay, two quick questions. Number one, I live with these people here in New York. As you know, I've called you before. What should be the case is this. Number one, when are the stupid patriots going to do something about New York? Your problems are coming from one small island. Don't sit where you are. What are you going to do about these characters here? Second thing, why don't we simply have a movement to say the old thing, repudiate the debt? Well, these people don't need to be paid. They need a piano.
I hear you. We're out of time. Gerald Celente, Trends Research.
It's happening now. It's beginning, and people are standing up, and it's going to change. It's going to change to the better as it gets worse.
Well, we have our once-a-month visit with you. We appreciate you coming back just 2 weeks after your last visit. Hopefully we can have you back on in 2 weeks again. And again, the website's trendsresearch.com. Gerald Celente, thank you for spending time with us.
Hey, thank you, and my best to Bob Chapman. He's great.
You bet. God bless you. I'm Alex Jones. Our website's Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.tv. Bob Chapman on what happened in the markets yesterday, straight ahead. He'll be able to tell us.